So I'm just casually scrolling through Twitter as I normally do, and I came across a tweet from the boy DaTruth, and this reminded me that this brand new coin is one of the biggest W's in the history of this game. Probably not the biggest, but certainly a massive W. This pity system was handled extremely well, and I could not have asked for more. All you need to do is get up to 200 coins and then you're guaranteed the new unit, and that is sick. Now what would have been a little bit too good is if they allowed these coins to be continued on to the next banner, because the way it works right now is this will reset after every banner. So when the banner goes away, all of these coins that you gather are turned into yellow coins, and to be fair, that does make sense, because if they allowed you to carry these coins over to the next one, that would potentially ruin the game, in the sense that they would lose a lot of money. So the way they've handled it is actually really well. The fact that they get turned into yellow coins is not an L by any means, because if it didn't, Dokkan would actually lose money, and if they did make it that good, it would be way too much. But the way they've done it is already very, very generous. This coin is a massive W for Dokkan. Now all we need to do is give all banners a pity system, for red coin banners, for carnival banners, and voila. Imagine if Dragon Ball Heroes gets pity. I doubt it. I mean, to be fair, Dragon Ball Heroes doesn't even need pity, since you're guaranteed a featured unit, but we'll see what they do. So I'm further scrolling through Twitter and I came across another tweet. This time it was from the boy Platty, and he's basically just giving a tier list over on Twitter. It's specifically a Dokkan Fest TUR Easy A tier list. So let's go through it. Our number 1 Platty has Beerus, and I'm gonna say this now, Beerus is good. Maybe he's even underrated, but he's not number 1. I think Gohan and Zamasu are both definitely better than him. At best you can argue Beerus as number 3, but certainly not number 1, at least not in my opinion. When it comes to Gohan and Zamasu, I think both of them could be argued either way. I've seen some people saying Gohan's better, and the more that I think about it, I don't really have a big issue with saying that, but what I do have an issue with is that both of them are better than Beerus, and if you say otherwise, you're wrong. In other words, Platty is wrong. Next he's got Blue Kaioken Goku. I think Blue Kaioken Goku, Piccolo and Gogeta, I wouldn't really have too much criticism if you put them in any order. 17 has recently gained some value, to be fair, with the brand new 17 and 18 Android unit. Like, that unit with this 17 is actually a pretty decent rotation. So if you wanted to move 17 up, again, I wouldn't even blame you. And then we've got STR. Thing is though, with Blue Kaioken Goku, honestly, the more that I think about it, I do want to take him further down. How much down, I don't know, but certainly a little bit further down. Maybe not, I don't know, it's tough to say, because a lot of these easy A's are still really good as well. I think between 17 and Super Boo though, I think there is a little gap here. I think Boo is decent, but he's not that good. And then Trunks, honestly, if you want to put a Vegeta above Trunks, I wouldn't even criticize you too much, because Trunks is not that impressive, to be honest. He's okay, I guess, depending on the situation, but as a whole, I'm not a fan. Super Boo, he's okay. I think he was overrated on release, but he still is okay. And then Cooler at the bottom as an honourable mention. I'll allow that. There might be some other easy A's that I'm not thinking of that deserve an honourable mention more than Cooler, but I'll allow it, because at least he's not in the top 10, which is something that I agree with. Probably my most anticipated easy A's. How do you guys think Dokkan will handle them? I'm not optimistic, I'll be honest. These two with their easy A's could be good. I hope they are good, but I'm not that optimistic. We'll see what they do. We'll see, because I'm not that optimistic, but they could surprise us. They do have potential though, because they are orb changers and things like that, so they could be okay. But we'll have to wait and see what Dokkan does. Vegeta's got more potential though, because he's more, well, he's better defensively most of the time. That's what I will say. My personal most anticipated easy A ever is STR Super Vegeta, and I'm actually optimistic about him. I think he will be good. Which character had the best glow up in Attack on Titan? Probably Jean. I don't even know how to say his name. My favourite character, by the way, in Attack on Titan is Erwin Smith. After that, probably Levi, but I do like John as well, or however you say his name, I don't even know. Anyway, let's move on. According to votes from about 25 people held in our Discord, this is the official speedrun tier list. The thing with this tier list, I had a look through it, and if we're talking about speedruns, I feel like Piccolo Jr. should be on the list, so I think that's a little bit disrespectful, so that's what I'll say about that and move on. This person over on Twitter said that if they could get rid of 3 units from Dokkan, like 3 Dokkan Fest TURs, who would they get rid of? They said Super Trunks, Kale and Turles. Honestly, I completely agree. I completely agree with that. I would change Turles to Super 17, but for the most part I definitely would get rid of Trunks and Kale, and that is for sure. The GOAT, LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, he's aged well. He is starting to age a little bit, obviously, because he is quite old at this point. Almost 2 years, bloody hell, that time has gone fast. But he has aged well, and he definitely still is usable. You can definitely get a coat, but Gogeta is still usable. We do need a standalone LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, because to this day we don't have one, because this one is a transforming one, so that doesn't count. Moment of truth. Demon Slayer or Jujutsu Kaisen? Which anime is better? If I'm being honest, I'm gonna have to go with Demon Slayer. Although, what I will admit is that the latest season of Demon Slayer was kinda garbage. It was mid to garbage. I really didn't enjoy it. But the first couple seasons of Demon Slayer were fire. To be fair, Jujutsu Kaisen is also pretty good, and this season I'm not up to date, but I've heard it's getting really good, so I do need to catch up on that. If you're in a street fight and you see this, what are you doing? I don't know. I'll be honest, I don't know what I'm doing. Who is better, the Broly Trio or God Goku? The disrespect is real. How can you even mention these 2 units in the same name? Obviously God Goku. What is this question? Minato has asked a good question. The question is, what is this question? And the answer is, I don't know. I don't know, because it's obvious. Obviously, God Goku's better. That's not even a conversation I'm willing to have. I've already had it, but let's move on. Global players, how do you feel about his EZA? Good? Very good, actually. But probably overrated. Especially, if you say he's the best EZA in the game, then you are overrating him, in my opinion. And we're going to end with this. God Goku is good, and like, don't slander him and stuff. I completely agree. Any slander of this unit will not be tolerated over on this channel. With that said, let's do a quick subscriber challenge. If you guys agree with me that not only is God Goku one of the best units in the game, he will also age very well. If you agree with me on those 2 things, then you have to subscribe, because that is the challenge. With that said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, then do subscribe, especially if you just failed that challenge, because that is indeed the challenge. Also do leave a like and comment, because those things do help out. With that said, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Ta-ta, adios, and bye-bye.